Today I'm going through the freeCodeCamp reverser string, which is part of the basic algorithm scripting. So we've got a string that we're passing in to this function, and all we need to do is return that string in reverse order. And it says here you may need to turn the string into an array, which we can do. So there's actually a couple of solutions to this, and I'll show you the two I can think of just from the top of my head. But the simplest being we actually just take the string that we're passing in, which is hello in this case, and actually we can use some built-in array methods to firstly split it into an array of individual characters. We can reverse it and then we can join it back up again. And you can do this all in one line. So here's how we would do it. So we would firstly split the string. We could then reverse, and we just call that like so, and then we can chain on dot join, and we just need to then join up the array like so. And if I hit enter, we'll see that passes all of the tests and completes the solution here. So you can see here, if I just take hello for example, and show you actually what's going on. Let's just see, before I return, let's just do this, console.log. We'll do str.split, just so you can see exactly what's going on here. And as we can see in the console, it's splitting out, it's basically creating an array, sort of mutating the string here, and it's splitting out each of the characters just based on sort of, their position here. So if, let's say, these were separated by dashes like so, we could split based on the dash. And you can just pass that in, and like this one, I think it's this one that we're looking at here. So that's what is obviously being split here. So yeah, that's what split does, and then obviously dot reverse literally just reverses the array. So you have to remember that at this point we've got an array of all the characters, but we're not. Obviously it's an array. We want to result must be a string, so we just need to join all of those back up together as a string again. So that's what dot join does, again on each character or each sort of item in the array. So that's the simplest method. There's sort of perhaps another, multiple ways you can do this, but I can just think of one more involving a for loop, which I'll show you now, because I'm not sure if it was this one or one before, but certainly I know on freeCodeCamp it sort of suggested not to use built-in array methods for some of the challenges, like try and find other solutions. So I'm going to comment that out, and let's see if we can do this with just a for loop. So to do that, we basically just need to replicate everything that we're doing here, and then obviously because we're not using the dot reverse, which is sort of the key for this sort of algorithm challenge, we need to come up with a way of how to reverse sort of the array of characters that we'll be passing in. So I showed you the split method, so we'll actually just create a new variable called sort of new str, and we will put that to str.split. So there's our array of sort of, I guess, elements ready to go. And just to show you this, let's do new str, and we'll just log it out to the console. So doing that, there we are. There's an array and of sort of each of the elements that we're passing in. So at this point, we want to obviously perform the reverse function, right? But just before we do that, what we're going to do is also push each of the elements that we'll be going through to a new string, or I guess a new array, and then we'll convert it to a string. So we'll just do let new array equal empty array for now, like so. And actually, we can maybe tidy up these sort of variable names here. So actually I'll put str array, which is just the string just sort of becoming an array, and then new array was just a rev str arr, so reverse string array, and then I guess at the end we'll actually return this dot join. So we use the split and join methods for this, which I think we'll need. So in terms of the reverse function, so how we're going to do this is, let's just do a for loop. So we'll do let I equal 0 whilst I is less than str array.length I plus plus. And if I console.log out str array at position I, you'll see we're getting hello like so in an example. But actually because we're reversing it, we want to add, let's say, O first to this new array, and then L, L, E, and then H. So we actually want to go sort of, I guess, sort of right to left rather than left to right as we're going through this string array here. So to do that, we do a decrementing loop. So obviously here we're going starting at 0 and we're going all the way up. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we actually want to start at position 4, or basically the fifth element here, which is O. Add that to the array, like so, and then it would be, and then L, L, E, and H. So to do that, if you don't know already, we can actually start the I at str.length, and we just need to do -1 because this will be 5, but we want I to be an index, and obviously JavaScript being sort of 0 index based, we want it to actually sort of, that would be 4 there basically. And then whilst I is less than, or sorry, more than or equal to 0, what do we want to do? We want to minus I, so we'll do I minus minus. And now if I run that command, we'll see at this point, we're actually now going O, L, L, E, H. So we're going sort of from right to left, reversing the string here. So all we want to do at this point is then push each of these elements to our reverse string array. So rev str dot push, and we've got the braces around that already. And now if I return rev str, so we're just returning this array here, you'll see once it goes through, maybe we're not getting it. Oh, because I'm not logging anything out now, sorry. So let's just do console.log rev str like so. And there we go. We can see we've got our array with all the string elements now in reverse order. And what do? We just need to join it back up again. So we can just do dot join, and we're joining it basically on every element like so. And if I hit enter here, that should also pass. So there you go. There's sort of two ways to complete this challenge. Of course, I think there's sort of many more in JavaScript. You know, there's probably 100 ways we could code this out. So feel free to let me know in the comments below if you have even cleaner solutions. Of course, obviously, I think using the built-in array methods probably is the fastest. But yeah, if you've got any others, sort of using different loops, I'd be interested to see them. And I'll see you in the next one.